Yes?
An eagle?
No, it's not an eagle. I need a special permit for that. Yes? You know it's a raptor. Raptor's class. Let's tell you.
Red-tailed hawk.
Very good. We brought out a red-tailed hawk. His scientific name, notice I said he's a he and she was a she. His scientific name is Buteo geminaceae. Means beautiful Jamaica. They were first studied in Jamaica and the Caribbean and spread into the United States. They're in Canada, so they're a very widespread bird of prey. The females in the raptor world are larger than the males. Yes?
What was the scientific name again?
Buteo geminaceae. So, and that means beautiful Jamaica. Yes?
Do you know what the other bird's scientific name meant?
Bubos virginianus.
Yeah, do you know what it meant?
No, I don't remember. I should, but I don't. Okay, so with our red-tailed hawk in a 24-hour period, when is he going to be most active? Yes?
I was thinking that would be more active in between dawn and dusk, like dusk and dawn.
That's crepuscular. So we need when?
During the day.
During the day. Do you know what that is scientifically? Yes?
Diurnal.
Diurnal, very good. So he's active during the day, and that's called diurnal. Like I said, when he jumps off, that's called baiting. So we know he's active during the day. We notice he's jumping around a little bit more. I'll try and walk around with him. We'll see how he handles that. Usually he doesn't. This guy, when a bird gets scared, where should it go? Yes?
Away.
Should go up high, shouldn't it? This guy, when he gets scared, he goes to the ground and starts running. Yeah. No. Is that normal behavior? No, that's not normal behavior. So, this guy also...
How sweet.
This guy also was a survival of West Nile. It affected 500 bird of prey when it came through Ohio the first time. And since then, the birds have been building up an immunity to it. But his retina is separated from his cornea. And he's sight impaired too. But also, he's got a little bit of brain damage going on. We're not sure how bad it is. But he does have other problems there. Now, when we look at a red-tailed hawk, it kind of looks like they're frowning all the time. You know, you're looking at his hook-shaped beak here. He uses that to tear his prey apart. When you look at his eyes, you're going to see that ridge above his eye. That's an orbital crest. That casts a shadow over his eye when he flies under the sun, so he can fly towards the sun. Now, when we look at him, too, notice that he's light-colored underneath, and that he's dark on the back. Okay, so when he's flying up in the thermals, he can blend in a little bit. But when he's in a tree, probably the top, you're going to see his back's towards you and his head's turned around. So he blends in a little bit. He's a buteo, which means they're a bird that likes to soar. If you look at his wings when he had them out, they're wide. They aren't narrow. Yes? That's okay. So he's got the bell-shaped tail, making him a buteo too. Now, anybody wonder how long these birds live in the wild? Okay. Any idea? Yeah. A little bit longer than that. That's a little stretch. We'll try one more person.
That's 9 years.
Close. They live 8 to 12 years in the wild. In captivity, they live 25 to 30 years. Why do you think they live so much longer in captivity? I mean, we've got him because he's got problems. Yeah.
Because they're taken care of and no one will eat them.
Yeah, we're taking care of them. Yeah?
Because you're like, Because you're like protecting them from other ladies. How many vertebrae does he have?
In his neck, 14. So,
Oh, he is.
yes, yeah.
Well, he always has enough food.
There you go, you got it. We feed them. They don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from. Last winter it got 25 degrees below zero here. We took our birds inside. We put them in a room that stayed 50 degrees so they weren't shocked too much. The next day when I came out, there was a great horned owl laying froze in the driveway. Our great horned owl was down in the basement where it was 50 degrees. So they don't have to deal with issues like that. That's why they can live 25 to 30 years in captivity. So the way to tell, a red-tail is the only bird you can age in the wild. It's because when they're first born, they have yellow eyes and their tail isn't red. After they get their first molt of feathers, after all the fluff goes away and stuff, they get their feathers, and then in a year they get another set of feathers, and they get their red tail. 3 years later, their eye changes from yellow to the rusty red we have here. When we got him 4 years ago, his eye was red, so we know he's older than 7 years of age. Do I know how much older? No, but I know we've had him for about 4, almost 5 years now. Yes.
Do his eyes move either, or
He moves his eyes around.
so he has 14 vertebrae and his eyes move?
I don't think he rolls his eyeballs like we can, but, well, yeah, he can. I was just watching him do it. But yeah, he can turn his head all the way back around if he chooses to. He's not going to let me. You can't come up here. So this guy, he's going to build a nest. If the females like it, they hang out and they stay around. And the males and females will help raise the chicks. If the male dies, the female will continue taking care of the babies. If the female dies, the male will abandon the nest and go find another mate. He can't bring back enough food for the chicks. If the female and male are both alive and the chicks are big enough to fledge from the nest, after they fledge from the nest, then the parents run them out of their territory. Now, why would they run them out of their territory? It's their chicks. It's calling somebody different. I haven't called on you yet. They need their own food source. So animals need food, water, shelter, and space. So they're running them out of their space because that's where their food is at. Yes?
How long is their normal wingspan?
How long is their normal wingspan? His normal wingspan, it's a little bit smaller because he's a male, but it's just under 4 feet. I could give you an exact number in a little bit. Any other questions? Yes?
Do they mate for life or do they kind of...
They don't mate for life. You'll see them pair up in the spring and then they separate. That is a good question to ask. That has a scientific